Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, dating is a lot like driving, especially if you're a dude, because you have to learn to pay attention to the signals, right? Like at the end of a date, think of it like you're at an intersection. Okay? If the girl gives you a red light, you know, stop. Okay. But oftentimes, they'll give you the green light signal to go in for a kiss or something like that. And a lot of dudes are texting and not paying attention, and they don't pick up on the green light, and there's people honking at them like, just go for it, go for it. And then before they know it, the light turns to red, and they've missed their opportunity to get through the intersection. That happens to a lot of people. Hannah, who was on the phone today for a second date update, thinks that the guy she went out with didn't know how to read her signals correctly and didn't go for a kiss at the end of the night. Hannah, how are you?
I'm okay. Little nervous.
A little nervous? Don't be nervous.
We don't blame you.
You're fine.
So tell us a little bit about the guy you want to call today. I know you're in your email, you said that you think he wasn't very good at picking up on your signals, but let's first find out about your date. How'd you meet him?
His name's Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I met him at my church's young adult singles group.
I've never been to a singles group for a church. Like, do you all get in a room and you pair up? Do you do speed dating? What happens?
Pair up? What?
I don't know.
At our church, they just have some music playing and, like, there's snacks and hors d'oeuvres, and usually everyone sort of hangs out at first with the people they know, and then casually you sort of start talking to people.
And by the way,
okay.
church singles mixers where you meet the biggest freaks.
No!
Dude, I grew up in church camps my whole life. I never got more action than at church camps. It's a great place to meet people who are down to mess around.
God.
So how'd you meet Eric then when you were at the singles mixer?
Well, he's friends with one of my best friends. So he came over and started talking to me, and, you know, I thought he was cute. He's kind of, like, goofy looking, but I like that. You know, he was sort of funny. You know, it's important to me, too. So we just started talking.
Did he seem nervous when you guys first met?
No. That night he seemed sort of comfortable, maybe because my friend was there, you know, that he knows really well.
Now, you called him goofy looking. Let me ask you a question about yourself.
Oh.
If you were to say between you two, would you say that you're hotter than him?
Oh, I'm definitely the hot one.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because normally girls who say that, they tend to be hot girls who kind of date down because they like a guy's personality, so I'm just wondering if that's you.
Wait.
Well, I think he's cute, and that's what's really important.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
but-
You know how many times I get that? Like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, I think he's cute. For me, he's cute.
For me.
Yeah.
That's sweet,
but
though.
I do think he's cute, but I would say that most people would say, you know, he's not traditionally handsome.
Okay,
Right.
so you guys obviously went out on a date after this thing, right? Or are you just calling about?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you guys do?
We went to go see this Christian church band, and, you know, it was fun. He wasn't as sort of outgoing as he was when I first met him.
Mm-hmm.
He was, I don't know, maybe I would say almost a little bit boring, but a really good listener.
Was there any, like, drinking involved at all? I don't know how.
No, I mean, I didn't drink anything, and maybe he did before, but since I didn't, I guess he didn't. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I
just
guess
wondered-
what kind of Christian are you? Are you one where alcohol is an absolute sin, or do you have a couple drinks?
Oh, I can have a couple drinks. I just didn't
Okay.
that night.
I didn't know if you guys were loosening up or anything.
Right, no, maybe we should have.
Yeah. Was there a special moment that you guys shared, or, you know, something that really stuck out about that evening?
No, he was just a really good listener, and it was nice. You know, it was nice.
So why do you? Okay,
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a rave review about your
Yeah,
date so
no,
far.
he's not attractive.
Why do you want to call him for a second date update?
Well, because I think that there's potential there. I feel like maybe he's just kind of shy, and so maybe this was like the date where he's super shy, and then he can kind of go back to the guy that I thought was a little more fun that I met with my friend, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to hang out with that guy again.
All right, so you want to hang out with the guy before, but in your email, you said that he was not picking up on your signals that you were giving him at the end of the date. What do you mean by that?
What happened was at the end of the night, he walked me to my door and then sort of waited, and nothing happened. So then I pretended to drop my keys, you know?
Oh, classic.
Is that your go-to move to let a guy know that you're kind of killing time so he can kiss you?
I don't know, to be honest. I've never had to wait, but so he got them. But I guess he didn't get the clue because he just sort of was holding out my keys. And then I just said, you know, maybe we should hang out again. And he was like, sure. And then he left.
So
Did he give you a hug or anything?
Yeah, he hugged me. And then last week, I sent him a text.
You sent him a text?
Yeah, a couple of days later, I said, how's your week going? And then he replied, it's okay. And that's,
That was
That's
it?
all he sent you?
Whoa.
yeah.
Did you say anything else after the "it's okay" text? Like you try to hit him
Did
back?
I?
Yeah.
It's the last thing I heard from him, because then I thought, like, hey, wait a minute, I'm working too hard here, you know? Like, I want to see him, but
It sounds like to me like he may be just like really unexperienced dating. If you guys were to go out again, would you be okay being the person who made the first move?
no.
Okay.
I think you may have to with this guy.
I've been in that situation before where it's been at the end of a date and I know deep down that I should kiss somebody and then I don't.
Oh, I hate
and then
that.
after that, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go out with her again because now I just,
blew it.
yeah, I blew my chance. So, maybe he's feeling like that.
I hope he doesn't think that, because I do like him.
Okay. So when I get him on the phone for the second date update, do you want that to be the first thing that I say to him? Like, hey, man up and make out with Hannah already.
Oh, my gosh, no.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, get him on the phone, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second part of today's second date update, Hannah is on the phone with us. She wants to call a guy named Eric. They met at church in a young adults mixer, went out to a concert, and then after the concert, there was an awkward moment where he dropped her off, walked her to her door. And she was putting out the signals that she wanted to kiss. Her signal was she dropped her keys in order to kill time in hopes that he would pick them up and then maybe kiss her. Instead, he picked them up and gave them to her and said, here's your keys. Have a good night. And she hasn't heard from him since, so we're about to get him on the phone. Hannah, I think the problem was that your signal to him was a little weak. I think next time, instead of dropping the keys, you just drop the pants. No question
Oh,
there.
my gosh.
Yeah, but there's no question.
Oh, wow.
No? You want to try that out?
Oh my god.
No.
See,
not
I think
good.
I wish women would be a little more blunt like that. And then I would be like, oh, okay, cool. She wants to kiss.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm about to dial the phone number and get him on the phone and see what the reason is that he's not calling you back.
Okay, thanks. I'm excited and nervous.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
this is Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Brady. Okay.
All right, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. The reason that I'm calling you, though, is we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if somebody goes out on a date with someone and then they feel like they're getting blown off after the date, they email us to call that person and ask them why. You recently went out with a girl named Hannah who listens to our show.
Oh.
And Hannah is wondering why you haven't called her or texted her and asked her to go out again.
Okay.
Did you like Hannah?
Yeah, Hannah was fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Do you have a few minutes to tell us why you're not texting her back?
Well, we hung out for about 3 hours at a concert, and I guess I just didn't really know what to say.
Like you didn't know what to say, like it was awkward for you to be on the date, or
Well, for me, she was hard to have a conversation with.
Was
Okay.
she like intimidating or something because she was real pretty?
No. She just said a few things where I said to myself, I was like, I don't think I could see myself having a relationship with this person.
what type of things are we talking?
She just had a lot of her facts wrong.
Her facts about what?
Just like pretty basic stuff.
Can you give me an example?
I mean, for one thing, at one point, she said she thought Islam was a country.
Okay. And
All right, that's
That's fun.
not a
mistake.
religion, okay.
Yep.
All right.
We also were talking about like crazy things that we've eaten at restaurants, and I said like, well, this is pretty common, but I've had duck.
yeah.
And she was like, duck. Now, would you consider that a meat or a fish?
Come on.
Really? She said that?
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
think-
I kind of get what you're saying then.
That's
So
amazing.
you don't necessarily feel like she's not as smart as you, but you feel like she might be kind of an airhead a little bit.
Well, it's just like, yeah, I mean, there are different types of intelligence, and I just feel like she lacks a sort of basic factual level
Is there-
of knowledge.
Is there any way that she could have just been playing it up and doing the, because some girls do the bimbo thing because they think guys think it's cute.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell it wasn't like she was planning these things. Like at one point we were talking about something, and she goes, "I think comedy is so funny." And
Obviously.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, that's what comedy's job is.
I like that.
girl.
Eric, you and I are a lot different because had I gone out with her, I've been like, perfect. You're right on my level. But
Funny things are funny.
yeah,
You're
comedy
right.
is a funny thing sometimes. So you just feel like she wasn't on your level then.
Basically, most of the date, I just was sitting there going like, I don't want to be this guy who just spends the whole time correcting her
Yeah.
because it just makes me seem like an arrogant kind of know-it-all. And if I had spent my time correcting her, then our conversation would have gone almost nowhere because I would have had to do it like every minute or so. So I just don't think we ever really need to talk again.
Really? That's a shame because she's actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
So I'm kind of confused. I mean, it sounds like,
Yeah, we know.
that because I wasn't perfect or didn't know all of the same things that you do quite as well, that you are saying that I'm stupid? Is that what I heard?
I did not once say that you are stupid.
No, you didn't
Right.
actually say those words, but because I'm not stupid, it certainly sounded like you were saying that I was.
I don't think that you're stupid.
I think you do.
that no, I
which is-
don't. I don't think you're stupid. I think that for the kinds of things that I usually like to talk about and the issues that the things that I was kind of putting out there to see what you would say, it wasn't really working out.
I may not be as smart, in certain areas, but I have street smarts, and I think I'm pretty bright. I mean, okay, for example, I was right. Comedy is funny.
It is.
And tragedies are
Yeah.
sad.
She has a point, Eric. She was right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong about that. But I think that, if you don't get why that's kind of a weird thing to say, then I think that is kind of the issue
Not
right
here. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But also, we don't need to talk about how water is wet,
Maybe we do.
then see, if you think that, then that's fine. But I am so not interested in talking about that.
Wow.
I think you're being kind of picky, Eric. I mean, yeah, she gets some facts wrong and she doesn't really, maybe be book smart, but she sounds like a delightful person.
Can I just point out something? I thought, if you had fun with someone or you enjoyed them and, if the person was extremely attractive, that was kind of, important, too. And I was willing to I was going to just sort of ignore that part.
See that? Look,
Whoa.
Eric, do you think that you can ignore her not being on your level intelligence-wise if Hannah ignores the fact that you're not on her level hot-wise? Is what she's saying, I think.
It's a nice balance.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess that brings me to my next point then. Would you guys like to go out on a second date? Eric, would you like to go out with Hannah again? I will pay for it. She'll ignore the fact that you're not as good looking as she is.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh,
Come on,
shocker.
opposites attract.
So you don't even want to go out with me again? I mean, I kind of was being really nice to you still, despite everything you were saying about me. I'm sort of shocked that you don't want to try to make it up to me, You weren't very nice.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that's the way the...
Okay, so what do we do now? I see you, at one of the church events, and I see you and I go, hey, there's the guy that thinks I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I guess. And then I'll be like, hey, there's the girl who thinks I'm ugly.
Look at that. It actually is a perfect second date update. It worked out for both you guys. Now we're all on the same page. That is amazing how that actually worked out for them like that. Text in at 78592 says, I'll date her. She's right on my level.
At least least people know where they are, right?
It's true. I mean, I guess you can't blame him too much if he just didn't feel like they connected on the intelligence level. You know, I mean, if you go out with somebody you feel like they're not as smart as you, maybe you don't want to go out with them again. Personally, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I look for that.
Yeah. It's the first thing I look for.
It's hard for Jose to find, though. Someone below his smarts level.
True.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. The guy on the phone for a second date update today says the girl that he met and the girl that he wants to call bonded over an instrument. Probably the sexiest instrument known to man. The banjo.
Oh.
That's right.
Hey.
He says that's how he struck up a conversation with the girl that he wants to call today. I guess they are big fans of the banjo.
And when you said sexy, I was immediately thinking bagpipes. So
Really?
thank you for clarifying for me.
Those are probably the top two sexy instruments. But this time it involves banjos. So, Sean, how does one bond over a banjo? What happened?
I was at a show with a band. They had a banjo player, and I was really digging the guy. And at one point I said out loud, "Oh my God, this guy's so good." And there was a girl next to me. I wasn't there with her. I hadn't talked to her, but she heard me, and she just turned to me and said, "Oh my God, yeah, I love this guy."
Yeah.
And then that's how it happened.
And who doesn't
Yeah.
think a good banjo player is impressive?
I mean, it is always
It is always impressive, yeah, but never like, man, this banjo's making me horny. Anybody else? Over here, sir. It's making me feel it too. Is that what happened?
Oh, yeah, she got all hot and bothered.
I bet. So tell us more about the evening. What was her name?
Juliana.
Juliana. All right.
So we ended up talking a little bit. Of course, you can't really talk too much during the show. And I was there with some friends. She was there with some friends of hers, but we both just kind of ditched them.
Nice.
All right.
That's pretty good. That's a good
And
sign.
Ballsy on her part to just ditch her friends and go with random banjo lover.
Well, how often do you find a fellow banjo lover?
Yeah.
So afterwards, we ended up going to a bar nearby.
Cool.
And how was that?
It was great. We hung out, had a drink. We were just talking and chatting and laughing a lot. And, in fact, we were both surprised when after, I don't know, a little while, 20 minutes or so, the bartender actually asked how long we had been dating.
Oh, so your chemistry was that good that it seemed like you guys were a thing.
Yeah. So we laughed and were like, well, I guess if this counts as a date, we've been dating for about an hour now.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Did she like that answer? Did she seem okay with it being called a date?
She was cool with it. It was kind of awkward for both of us. But since it wasn't either of us that caused the awkwardness, we both just kind of laughed it off. And, she seemed fine with it.
And this was your actual date, right? You didn't go out with her.
No, we just met and kind of decided to hang out for a minute.
Okay. And how long was your guys' hangout that night?
Well, we were there for maybe half an hour or so, and then I did something stupid. I spilled my drink on myself, as we're laughing and talking and having a good time.
Okay.
It's okay. We all have spasms like that when we laugh. So was the date over then when you dumped your drink on yourself?
No, because she mentioned that she lived close by there. And I said, I really wanted to hang out with her more, but not like covered in this sticky alcohol. I said, look, I don't want to be forward. I'm not trying anything, but would you mind if we went back to your place and I could kind of clean myself up a little bit?
Oh my God. How big of a drink were you drinking?
That's a whole picture.
I mean, I've spilled a lot of drinks on myself and just been fine with it.
Well, it was red wine. You don't want to let it sit for too long.
Okay.
So was your idea to go back to her place and then take your shirt off?
Yeah, exactly.
And sit there and talk to her without a shirt on?
Or maybe borrow one of her frocks.
I was thinking just like go and, wash it off in the sink and then put it back on again and let it be damp. And I'll be honest, I didn't really think it through that far, all right?
You were totally just using it as an excuse to go back to her place.
That would have been nice. I wasn't, though. I really did want to sit there in a wine-stained shirt.
Did you guys go back to her place, or was she like, nah, that's good, we'll go out a different time?
No, she was fine with it. So we did. We went back to her place, and, I cleaned myself up as best I could. And she said, hey, do you want another drink? So we ended up hanging out at her place and having a couple drinks.
And then, oops, I spilled one on my pants now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Didn't see that one coming.
See, now I wish I had had that level of forethought and tried that, but I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. So you guys just hung out and talked for a while?
Yeah, and I'd had enough to drink by that point. I didn't really feel comfortable driving home, so I ended up crashing on her couch.
Okay.
But she was in her bed. I was in the couch. No funny business. Everything was cool. But we'd had a really good time.
So what was it like in the morning? Did she wake you up?
Well, I woke up before she did, and I didn't want to wake her up. I wanted to let her sleep, as long as I could. So I left, thinking that was the considerate thing to do.
Was there a note left behind or anything?
Yeah, I left her a little note, said, hey, didn't want to wake you, had a great time, hope we can hang out again. And I haven't heard back from her since then.
Okay, so what do you think might have gone wrong?
Either she just wasn't having as good a time as I thought she was, or maybe she thought it was rude or something that I left without saying goodbye, even though I was trying to be, as considerate as I could. So I don't know.
Okay. All right, well, we'll figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just tuning in, Sean, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, just gave every dude listening a great idea on how to get back to a lady's house. Just spill drinks on yourself nonstop. Because that's what he did on his date. He met a girl at a show, they bonded over the banjo player, and then they went to a bar after and were having some drinks, and he spilled his drink on himself. And then he was like, oh man, now I need to take my shirt off and clean it. Can we go back to your place? And she said yes. So apparently it's a tactic that works. Sean, I still think you did that on purpose.
I wish I had, and from now on I will, if this works anyway.
Do you think, if a guy said that to me, I would obviously think he wanted to get it on at my house and was using it as an excuse. Maybe she was disappointed that you didn't try anything.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I was too tipsy to pick up on that by that point. I didn't think I was. Who knows?
Sean actually spent the night at her house and then left her a note saying that he had a good time and then tried to get a hold of her after, but hasn't heard anything from her. I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can get her on the phone and find out why. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Juliana, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Juliana, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
I'm sorry. What is this?
It's a radio show.
Is this a scam? Are you trying to sell me something? I'm going to hang up.
No, I'm not trying to sell you
It'd be
anything at all.
awesome if we were.
One of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Okay.
His name is Sean, and he's a guy that you sort of went on a date with recently.
Oh.
That went down.
Right.
Whoa.
So you remember hanging out with Sean.
Yeah, I remember him.
It doesn't sound like you fondly remember him.
You could say that.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
He has great memories of you.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he emailed us. Sean wants to know why you're not calling him back.
I think he's a sketchball. Is that a good enough reason?
What?
Really?
No.
I mean, we talked to him. I thought he was dorky at worst, but a nice guy.
So he called you? What did he say?
Well, I don't want to tell you because you sound mad.
It wasn't anything
No,
bad.
I want to know. I want to know. What did he say?
Well, he said that he met you at some show and you guys were bonding over the great banjo player that they had. And then you went to then you went to a bar after.
Whoa.
And he spilled a drink on himself and asked if he could go back to your place to kind of clean his shirt up or something.
Which we all said had to be an excuse to just get over to your place, but he swore up and down it wasn't.
So I guess he didn't mention to you that he's a thief.
What?
Whoa. A thief?
No.
Yeah, he's a kleptomaniac.
He didn't
What did
drop that.
Yeah, he didn't tell us that he likes to steal things.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the next morning, I was in my room. He was on the couch. I heard some rustling in the hallway, and it was like 5 a.m. or something. And then I heard a door close. So I called out. I was like, Sean, hello? No answer. So I got up, walked out into the hallway. I looked around. I checked the couch. He wasn't there. He was gone. But I saw that the closet door in my hallway was open, where I keep my coats and stuff.
Okay.
And he had put his coat there.
Uh-huh.
So I went over to close it, and his coat was gone. That makes sense, I guess, if he was gone. But then all of my hangers were gone, too.
What? All of your...
Yeah, all of my empty hangers that were just hanging in my closet were gone.
What?
And they were there. They were there before he came. So, yeah, he's a thief.
Wait,
Oh.
you're accusing him of stealing coat hangers from your house?
I'm not assuming that happened. I know that happened. He did it.
You sound very angry about these hangers being taken.
Would you be angry if you invited someone back to your house after a really nice date and then found out that they stole things from you? Yeah, I think you'd be.
Yeah, but
I guess, but I don't know why hangers just doesn't hit me that hard.
me neither.
But see,
It's so weird.
They're my things. I only just met. We hung out for like a couple hours. And I invited him back to my place. Like, what the man? Like, why would you take my hangers?
Yeah, it's a really valid question.
It makes no sense. It's weird and sketchy and dumb.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't notice anything else missing from your house. It was just the hangers.
You keep saying my hangers like it's not a big deal, but he just took them. He didn't leave a note. He didn't say anything about it. He just took my hangers. That is weird, man.
Yeah, I guess it is weird. I don't know why you would take hangers. Don't you want to know why he would?
Hangers?
Don't you know why he would want to steal your hangers?
It's such a strange...
No, I don't care why he did it. I don't care how he tries to excuse himself. He's lucky I didn't call the police.
Oh.
That would be a call.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get arrested for that.
Yeah.
That's possible, though, right?
I probably, you probably could get him arrested. I'm kind of wondering why he would steal your hangers. So I think we should ask him, Juliana, because he's on the phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What? This is a setup?
Well, I don't like that word. It's a dirty way to describe it, but yeah, kind of.
is.
Sean?
Hey, Juliana.
Wow. I didn't know you were on the phone, but since you are, what the hell were you thinking?
It's a great question.
Okay, this is a big misunderstanding.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah? What's the misunderstanding? You took my hangers and what? What's the misunderstanding?
Okay, yeah, I took some hangers. I'm sorry. Honestly,
Okay,
for one
so you
thing...
did take them. Oh my God, how is there a misunderstanding there?
That is so weird.
All right, Juliana, just calm down. Hear me out, okay? There's actually a really good reason why I took the hangers.
There is no good reason why you would take my hangers.
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing the reason, too. I think everybody is.
And how many hangers are we talking about right now? Like 3 or 12?
It was probably around 15 or so, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Here's the thing. I just moved into a new apartment. My hangers are all in a box somewhere. I don't know where. Everything I own is in boxes except for all my clothes that are in a pile on my kitchen table. So I was thinking, all right, I was getting my coat out of the closet, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, here's all these hangers. If I just grab a handful and take them with me, it'll make my life so much easier for the next few days. And then when I see her again, I'll bring them back because I'll have my life together a little bit more by that point. And I'll say, hey, you probably didn't even notice these were gone, but I borrowed some of your hangers. And I hope that's cool. I was thinking you'd think it was charming and funny.
What? No, that is so weird. You thought that stealing my hangers would make me actually want to see you again? Or surprising me with the fact that you stole my things would be exciting and charming? That makes no sense.
Juliana, I didn't steal anything, okay? I just borrowed something with every intention of giving it back. I'll bring them back today if you want, and it's 15 plastic coat hangers that I didn't think you'd even notice were gone.
Borrowing is when you ask someone usually that you know, or you can't just meet someone and then take their things and think it's okay and that you'll bring it back. What if I didn't see you again?
Well, we'd had such a good time, I thought you were probably going to want to hang out again. And, it's
Well, that's
coat
really
hangers.
annoying, too, that you would just assume that. And so take my things, and that's your reasoning. That is so stupid.
Okay, yeah, it was kind of inconsiderate. I probably should have said something about that on the note I left you. So I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. Just keep the hangers. Whatever.
Juliana, I mean,
Come on.
do you think your anchor's maybe a little bit out of control on this one?
No, you don't go on a first date with someone. We just met that night. You don't. What, is that going to win someone over by taking their things?
He just said.
What does that mean for future things? Is every time he comes over, if we hang out again, he's going to take something else?
Yeah, that's true. Like all of a sudden your silverware's missing. Just a couple forks, though.
Forks?
I moved.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but that's indicative of kleptomaniac tendencies. What the hell? I don't want to be around someone like that.
Okay, I think we're getting carried away here.
Juliana, you think you're maybe blowing this a little bit out of proportion for 15 plastic coat hangers? I mean,
No, I'm not blowing anything out of proportion. They're my things.
Okay.
Hey, Juliana, you're clearly fired up about this, and I think you two should get together and talk outside of this phone call. Would you like to go on a second date with?
so.
No, would you like to go on a second date with Sean? We'll pay for it.
I don't care how fast you say it. I'm not doing it.
What if I say it this fast? Would you go on a second date with him? What if it's that fast?
Oh, stop.
Come on, give him a chance. He's dumb with social graces, maybe, but he doesn't sound like a bad person.
Well, dumb with social graces is not that attractive. I don't know. This is weird.
Look, whether you want to hang out again or not, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you what. I'll come back to your place tonight. I'll bring back your hangers, and I'll bring you a new set of new hangers.
No, you don't.
Did you hear that, though? He said he'd bring a brand new set.
Oh, that's an
Juliana.
upgrade. You're right, Jubal.
I swear to God, if you come over tonight night with those hangers, I'm going to shove them inside you.
Oh, okay.
That was aggressive.
You never know. That could be even more incentive for him to come over.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, that Julia woman from the second date update, only 2 words come to mind. Whack job.
Yeah, very high pitched, man. When she gets mad.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Except I kind of agree with her, though. I don't think she's that much of a whack job, really.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, just because it's hangers doesn't mean it's not weird
Yeah.
that he took something.
Yeah, but
You don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about today's second date update. This dude named Sean wanted to call Juliana. That's her name. And she wasn't calling him back because he stole hangers from her.
Just
I know
the
it sounds
point of
weird.
it.
Yeah, he woke up in the morning, took some hangers, and she was really mad about it. Now, she did kind of freak out a little too much. Maybe kind of be like, why would you take my hangers, instead of calling him like a thief and yelling at him a bunch.
Yeah.
But she agreed to never go out with him again. She doesn't ever want to see him again because he's a kleptomaniac and a thief.
I'm so unorganized, I wouldn't even know if he stole a bunch of my hangers.
Yeah, I'd have
sad.
no idea.
I know. I'm like, I'll take them.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do... Excuse me, man.
How you doing over there? A little
Excuse me.
flummy?
There you go, man. All you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I don't know much about the guy who's on the phone for a second date update today, but I do know this. He's definitely white.
okay.
Okay.
He went to a farmer's market on his first date, so that's I'm assuming, but I'm not really totally sure. His name is Jonas. What's up, Jonas? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. Are you white?
That's not a question that we should be asking people.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Oh,
Great. Yep.
nice.
All right.
Sorry to perpetuate the stereotype, but
Yeah.
you did say you went to a farmer's market on your first date, so I just had to assume. How you doing, man?
You know, honestly, I've been better. I'm a little bit confused about why I'm not hearing back from Mary.
And where'd you meet Mary?
Through mutual friends, she used to live here. She moved away for a job, and she recently returned. And so our mutual friend said, hey, you guys would be compatible. So she and I started exchanging messages.
Cool.
Everything was great, you know, like good chemistry via text message. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but,
No,
you know, you
totally.
can sort of tell if somebody is like, yeah, has a sense of humor, all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's important if you guys match well as far as texts go, because
Right.
that's how people communicate nowadays. If you're with somebody who doesn't text you back or is awkward on text, it's a deal breaker for a lot of people, I think.
Totally.
Not only that, you don't want to date somebody that has like too many exclamation points in every
Oh,
sentence.
yeah.
Or,
Why are you always
You know?
so excited?
Yeah.
You only use emojis.
Yeah.
One of those people.
So tell us about the date. You said you went to the farmer's market. How was that?
It was awesome. You know, we were walking around, eating at the different stands. There's like a bluegrass band that plays, and so we stopped there and listened to that for a little bit. And then I guess we were sort of inspired by all the good food that we were looking at. And I said, hey, I don't live too far away. You know, why don't we pick up something here and take it back to my place, and we can actually make a meal instead of just eating these little bites.
That's
Oh.
I think that's pretty romantic, you know, and a good segue. Did you plan that all along to do the invite back?
I wish I could take that credit. No, that was a spur of the moment thing. But it actually, when I thought of it, I was like, man, that's good.
Yeah, right?
Totally.
Like so many people are like, farmer's market back to my place. Okay, taking notes.
So what was on the menu? I'm guessing all organic ingredients,
Yes.
locally sourced.
We decided to make an eggplant parmesan.
Ooh,
Nice free-range eggplant.
fancy.
Free range.
Yeah.
Are you a cook? Is that something that you're into?
Well, I did have to admit to her something that I didn't want to admit once we got back to my place.
What's that?
What's it? What is it?
Well, it's actually that I am a terrible cook. Like, I cannot cook.
So you lied to her and told her that you could cook, and then you got back there with the ingredients and didn't know what to do?
I technically never actually lied. I just did say to her, I was like, you know, I'm really interested in eating this.
Oh.
Yeah, so she might have assumed I know how to cook this, which
Yeah.
is in fact not the case.
Okay.
Well, because it's romantic if you're going back and a man is cooking for you. Not as romantic if you go back and you end up being the one that has to do
Yeah.
all the actual work.
Yeah, you're basically like, you want to make me dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she said she likes to cook, so it didn't feel like I was imposing on her. But like when she got back, she definitely proved that she knew all the technical terms. Like she was talking about broiling something in the oven, and I'm like, yeah, your guess is as good as mine, but she knew
You don't
exactly.
know how to
Yeah.
broil anything?
I think that's at the bottom of the oven. Is that like
No,
the bottom
top.
part?
I never
Top.
figured it out.
Just the top.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what a broil is either.
She was a whiz. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to chop this and mince that," and I was like, "I don't know if there's a difference between those two things." And she's like, "Oh," she sort of sighed and like went ahead and did it. But she would like give me orders. She was like, "Just put a pinch of salt," and she was like, "No, it's a dash." And I was like, "What?
Whoa.
Okay." And she said that they're like actual technical measurements, a pinch and a dash.
A dash to me is Mrs. Dash, that seasoning salt. That's what I would have
Yeah,
thought.
exactly. That's the same to me.
It sounds like she's like a really well-trained chef almost.
She definitely knew her way around the kitchen, and the food turned out great. So I thought we were having a great time.
Okay.
You thought you were having a great time, but
I was having a great time.
did it seem like she wasn't?
No, she said she liked to cook, so I took her on her word.
I
So,
don't know.
I mean, how did the actual meal go when you were eating it?
The meal was awesome. Like, I went back to get seconds and thirds, and like, I know she had done a lot of work to make the meal, so I didn't like ask her to go and get me seconds or thirds or anything like
What?
that.
Okay, that's
Why
nice
would that
of
even
you.
cross your mind? Of course you're going to get your own damn food.
Yeah, I mean, she made the whole meal, so it's like she's been on her feet preparing it. I just didn't want her to have to get back and get a second and a third for me, so I
Right.
wanted to help her out that way.
That's
Nice
nice
guy.
of you.
Yeah.
How did everything
Wow.
end?
So much chivalry.
You know, things were going so well that I asked if she wanted to stay and watch a movie and chill. She said she had plans that afternoon, and so I respected that.
Has she answered any of your phone calls or text messages?
No, and that's weird because when we were first texting, when our friends linked us up, like, there was never a period in which she took more than like 3 hours to respond,
Oh.
and now it's
Something's up.
been a while, which is confusing.
She definitely is blowing you off then.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting, but it doesn't make sense to me.
You can't think of anything that happened during the date that would make her not want to talk to you.
The only thing that I can think of is that she might have been turned off by the fact that I made her cook everything, but,
Yeah.
you know, she did say she likes to cook, so the options seem pretty clear at that point. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Jonas is on the phone and he wants to call Mary. They got set up through mutual friends, went to a farmer's market, bought a bunch of food, went back to his place because he said, let's cook this stuff. But then she found out that he can't cook, so she cooked the meal herself, basically. He said that everything went great. The only reason he thinks he's not getting a call back is because she had to cook all the food, and maybe she feels like he lied to her and tried to act like he knows how to cook when he doesn't. And you know what I think the problem is, Jonas? After she did all that work, you didn't tip her.
What?
You should have at least given her a tip.
That's right.
You know?
You always gotta
you're
tip the
awful.
server.
Yeah.
And the
Wait,
chef.
is that like something I should have actually done?
No,
dude.
God, no,
No.
Jonas, no.
That would probably be definitely the reason you're not getting a call back if you had tipped her.
But it does bring up a good point, Jonas. Did you thank her profusely for making the meal?
Oh, yeah, totally. And throughout as well. Yeah.
Well, and you got second and thirds and whatever, so that also shows that you liked it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I even gave her a high five because the eggplant, it was like perfectly cooked, and I have no idea how you would even begin to perfectly cook an eggplant. You know, that's
Yeah,
like,
well, it's easy to get a spongy eggplant if you do it wrong.
Oh.
yeah, honestly, I wouldn't know about that either.
All right. Well, you got to learn your way around an eggplant a little better. It will help you out with a lot of things. All right.
Sounds weird.
Oh my God, where have we gone?
I'm dialing her phone number right now, Jonas. Here we go.
Oh, all right. I just hope she actually answers.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mary?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Mary? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm okay.
Are you familiar with the show at all?
Yeah, is it like a radio show or something?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So have you ever listened to us or no?
No.
Okay. So
that was
you
a quick
maybe have
answer.
just heard of us.
Yeah.
Mary, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from somebody who does listen to the show. His name is Jonas.
Oh, Jonas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys went to a farmer's market a little while ago and you made him dinner, even though that wasn't necessarily probably in your plans?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why did he contact you? I'm pretty confused here.
Well, because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So Jonas is confused because he thought you guys had a great time, but now it's pretty obvious that you're blowing him off. Is he right about that?
Yeah.
He thought that maybe you were put off because you ended up having to cook for him.
Yeah, that was a little annoying, but like, how much did he tell you? That's definitely not the worst of it.
He said your eggplant parmesan was amazing, we heard.
Said you're a great cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice, but like, did he tell you about his pets?
His what? His pets?
No mention of any pets. You allergic to cats or something?
Listen, if it was cats, he would have heard back from me.
Snakes? Oh, is he a snake dude?
Listen, the guy feeds wild raccoons in his neighborhood.
What? Wait, those aren't pets. Those are wild animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm on that same page, but I don't think he is.
Well, explain a little more.
Okay, I walk in, and the first thing I see is this wall of photos of raccoons.
Like
Weird.
artistic photos of raccoons or like somebody's...
Yeah, a few of them were like really well done. So I was like, oh, maybe he likes photography. He went to the zoo or something. I don't know.
Right.
I would have left right there because raccoons scare me no matter what. Even in picture form, I would have run out screaming.
No, I mean, I think they're totally interesting animals, but they're wild animals,
Yes.
you know? And then I like mentioned like, oh, that's a really cool photo. I like that. And he starts talking about these raccoons. And I'm pretty sure that he's like, you know, on a Friday popping his beer after work, like sitting on the porch with the raccoons.
Why do you think that? Just, I mean, like obviously he has a love for them, but why would you think that they're his pets? Did he tell you that?
Well, let me paint you a picture of the backyard.
Uh-oh.
There's a hole in the fence so that they can have easy access.
Oh.
There are cat toys in the yard, and no, he does not have cats. There's also cat food on the porch and a little kiddie pool for them to swim in.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So this dude actually invites raccoons into his life.
It's a raccoon resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh my God.
I mean, super weird. I get it. But the picture of little raccoons swimming in a kiddie pool is kind of adorable. I know that they probably have rabies or something, but...
They have cute little hands.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. It's cute from a distance, but like I don't want to wake up someday and have a raccoon on my chest. Like,
Yeah, I can understand that. Raccoons are
I don't want to
scary.
date the raccoons, exactly.
If he loves animals so much, why doesn't he get like a conventional pet?
You know what? We didn't go that deep into it because I was feeling kind of weird. Change the subject. You know, I just was trying to steer the ship in another direction.
Just away from raccoons.
Yeah.
Away from raccoons.
Okay. Well, even though it sounds like you're really tired of talking about raccoons, we have to talk a little bit more about them because Jonas is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you about the date and probably more about raccoons too.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Wait, who? I don't understand who hates raccoons. Like, they're the most adorable animals around. How could you hate them?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Did you just hear everything that I just said?
Yeah, and I don't understand because you didn't express any sort of hatred for raccoons when we were hanging out. And you actually said, oh, that's really cute when you saw the kiddie pool. So,
Oh my God! I mean,
do you not
it
think that a
really
raccoon
cute.
is an adorable animal?
They are adorable animals, but they're also wild animals, and you're acting like they're your pets. They carry diseases.
They are my pets. They are my pets. Yeah, I don't bring them into the house. They don't sleep in my bed, but like
Yet.
I take care of them. Yeah.
Do you give them like shots and like take them to the vet and like
No.
monitor where
No, I
they
don't
go?
give them- No, I understand they're wild animals, but they sort of flock to me. It's a family. I take care of the little bandits. Like they're all
The little bandits. Oh, man.
You just completely contradicted yourself. You said that they are your pets and that they're wild animals. They can't be both. That's the reality, my friend. Like, seriously.
They are. Yeah, I have a hole in my fence. They come through that hole. I feed them. They're a loving family, and I see the new ones every year. So it's like that's what it is, and I'm happy to do it for them. And they're intensely loyal as well. Like they are always coming back to my place.
That's
They're
because of the.
Because you feed them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jonas,
it's not
that's
'cause
all
they think
about
you're
the
a-
food, man.
No,
That's
they,
not about.
they recognize me. Like, they can see my face, and they do have facial recognition. Like,
Oh.
they're not idiot animals. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know who they want to murder.
They're not murderers. They're peaceful animals. I've been around my little bandits for a number of years now, and there has only been one time in which I've gotten bitten by one of them.
You get,
That's enough, Jonas.
Please tell me you've been to the doctor.
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
was,
Jonas,
but
you
that
have
wasn't
rabies?
even. It wasn't their. It was not their fault. I was holding out an old egg, but I wasn't holding it properly. And so when they went to take it out of my hand, they bit part of my finger. Yeah, I went to the doctor. I was fine. They don't have rabies. They're not just like foaming at the mouth and crawling around my house.
I think that everybody can agree that people who love animals are typically great people. However, I do think that maybe your obsession with raccoons could be hurting your dating life.
I would call it a love, not an obsession, first off. And
Well, it's just like,
I've
wait.
never had an issue before with anyone disliking an animal. And that's basically what this boils down to.
Listen, Jonas, I don't know how deep this goes. I feel like if I go in your closet, am I going to see a costume, a raccoon costume, if you go outside and, like, hang out with them during the day? I don't know.
No, I do not have a raccoon costume, but if I did at one point have one and have since gotten rid of it, I would know that the raccoons feel comfort when they see another raccoon, and it's a sense of community.
Even
So
a
it's
giant
not,
one.
I'm not doing anything strange.
You know what, Jonas? I feel comfort when I'm around humans that dress like humans and not animals. So I've nothing wrong with you having your friends, but I don't think it's going to sync with me and my friends.
Are you sure, Mary? Would you like to go out on a second date with Jonas? We will pay for it. Just him. We can't pay for his whole raccoon family. That'd be an expensive bill. But
Poor Jonas.
we will pay for you to go out with Jonas again if you go on a second date.
I don't know why you're even asking me this question. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't think there's enough room for me and all of Jonah's little bandits in the relationship.
Mary, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to give you another option before you give me a final no. Here it is. You and I go back to the farmer's market. We get a meal. I will certainly do my research beforehand so I can help you prepare it. And then afterwards, we can go outside. I can introduce you. You can get to know them. Before you make a decision as to whether or not you want to be friends with them, I think you should know them.
Second date, he already wants to introduce you to the family.
Oh,
Mary, are you sure?
Mary, I think that's a good proposition. I mean, what if the craziest thing happens and it's not as strange as we all think it is?
Or one of them could jump up and scratch my face off.
I think the likelihood is low.
Mary, that's not going to happen. Again, they've only bitten me once.
And that was because of a bad egg, Mary.
There you go.
You know what, Jonas? I just don't think so, but thanks so much for the offer.
Well, Mary, thank you for your time. And Jonas, I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like you're getting another date.
Hey, I don't want to date anyone who can't appreciate this friendship, so here we are.
Okay, well, text in at 78592. Do you want to hang out with Jonas and his raccoons?
Oh, the bandit.
We'll see if we can find you somebody.
I'm sure there's somebody out there for you,
Yeah,
Jonas.
there probably is, and I don't want to meet him.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 and says, she doesn't deserve a guy who loves animals like that. I'm glad they're not going out again. They're not animals, they're raccoons.
They
They're
are
evil.
animals.
They are evil creatures.
A lot of people love them, Jubal.
I know, but they shouldn't, because raccoons don't love you.
Right.
They will kill you. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Jonas wanted to call a girl named Mary. They met at a farmer's market, and he thought the reason that she wasn't calling him back was because he said that he could cook, but they went back to his place. And then he had to admit that he couldn't cook any food at all. So she pretty much made dinner. But when we got her on the phone, we found out the reason that she wasn't calling him back was because Jonas's best friends are a family of wild raccoons that he invites to come into his backyard. He feeds them. He leaves toys for them. He even has photos on his wall of the raccoons. He just loves this family of raccoons.
And, you know, it sounded strange at first, but we're getting so many text messages in of other people who feed raccoons and want to hang out with Jonas and his little bandits.
Yeah, a lot of people are into it.
Well, you shouldn't feed wild animals. That's a whole other discussion. But, you know, some people love raccoons. I've seen them as pets before.
I don't understand it. Raccoons are scary to me. They lumber down city streets. They eat your garbage, and they wait.
Right.
They
So
wait for you to walk down the street late at night so they can bite your ankles and give you rabies.
And that should be your type of animal. That's what I don't understand why you hate them so much. It's like you're describing what you would do if you were an animal.
I don't know if I'd bite people and give them rabies.
You definitely lumber late at night.
I would do that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I've done that
And you'd
before.
look sketchy, man. You'd be
Maybe
sketchy. You'd be all sketchy out there in a garbage can.
Maybe I do like them.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mary said no to a second date because she doesn't feel like there's enough room in his life for her and the raccoons. So they're not going out again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Anton is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Jade. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Anton, how long has it been since you heard from Jade?
About 1 week.
About a week, okay. Well, tell us about it. What was the date with Jade like?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. You know, we met up at this really, low key spot. I got really like light food and some cocktails, and they had pool tables. So we were going to play some pool. We were just vibing. The lighting was dim, music's good. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous, and she's got her pool cue there, and she's like leaning against it. I swear, like it looked like a magazine cover. Like she's that gorgeous. We're playing pool, right? And it was one of these tricky shots, and you can't like get it the right way. So I was like, I was gonna do it like a behind the back kind of shot. I must have hit the wrong angle, because the ball just went flying, and so it went into this booth. There was this other couple in this booth, and it knocked over this girl's drink.
Okay.
Yeah. So I felt horrible. So I go over there, and I apologize, and she was a little upset, and understandably so. So I bought her another drink, and I bought her, the whole table, a round of shots, and I apologized, nice. And Jade is still over there by the pool table, and she's looking horrified. But I once I settle everything down, I go back over to her, and she's joking around about it. She called me Mr. Trick Shot after that, which is what can you do about those kind of? You have to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was that we had chemistry. We had food, and neither of us are really great at pool, me especially, and then after the last game, we hugged. She said, I remember she said that I was unexpectedly charming. Unexpectedly charming, but that charming part's in there.
The things that we hold on to, in those moments that just make you feel so attached.
I'm looking for something, and she is, obviously too. So today, in the past couple days, and I'm getting nothing texting back, and and here's the thing, I've been like replaying it in my mind. I'm like, did I mess up? Like, did I say something rude or did I look like a jerk or something? And I realize I've got like a goofy energy about me, you know what I mean? And I understand that that's who I am. And but I mean, she seemed like into that, We're kind of, like I said, we were vibing and we were laughing, and she's got this great like gut laugh that comes from like deep inside, and it's I don't know what happened. So I'm trying to figure out what did I do? That's where we're at right now.
Well, you definitely sound like you're really into her. So was there, did she act weird at any point? Like after you were confronting some lady, or like?
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't like, like pulling a crack out, or, you know what I mean? Or picking my nose, and, no, it was like a really, really solid first date. It was probably the first really great solid date I've had in a long time. And that's why I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can help you out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date. Okay?
Yeah. That'd be, yeah.
All right. We'll get your first date follow up next.
Hey, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and guess what? We have some big news.
What's the news, Nick?
Huge news. We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
Pretty wide range of
We're
podcasts
starting a
that are out there.
trend.
But this one's extra special.
So how did we actually come up with the name Hey Jonas, guys? I honestly don't remember.
I think it was on a call about what we should call it, and
we were thinking originally calling it one of the early names of our band before Jonas Brothers.
This is how you guys remember it going down?
Yes.
I have a very different memory of this. We were talking about a bit for the podcast where people could call in and say, Hey Jonas. And then I wrote down on my little notepad, Hey Jonas, and offered it up as a potential title for the podcast. But thanks for remembering that, guys.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Happy Pride from the Outspoken Podcast Network. All month long and all year round, we're celebrating being loud, proud, and always original. It's me, Brandon Kyle Goodman, host of the podcast Tell Me Something Messy. Check out my show for unfiltered takes on dating, relationships, and adulting.
The more you get comfortable with someone, the more their real self comes out. They're going to be gross.
What's the grossest thing about a man?
Burping. Shut it down.
Listen to High Key for the best pop culture takes, and there are no girls on the internet for all your tech news. For your favorite celebrity kikis, check out Outlaws with T.S. Madison.
Wait, so Luke was the son of Vader?
Yeah.
And Vader was turned by RuPaul?
Yeah, well, somebody turned him. Some old witch.
Learn to love yourself unapologetically with BFF, Black Fat Femme. And start your day with intention with Waking Up with Ryan, coming in July. Celebrate Pride with the Outspoken Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Pride, and listen now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cheryl Strayed, author of Wild and Tiny Beautiful Things. I'm excited to share that I have a new podcast called Mind Over Mountain. In each episode, I interview athletes, adventurers, and adrenaline seekers to discuss the inner landscapes and life experiences that informed and inspired their extraordinary feats. I also bring a bit of advice into the mix, so we too can better understand how to face our own seemingly insurmountable challenges.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull out what you already have inside. We're coming into this world fighting for our lives. All I'm going to do is pull out what you already got inside.
We're there to support and celebrate each other. And that's not like a your story versus my story.
You're going to walk up and over that dang mountain. You're not just going to put your mind over it.
Yep, exactly. And if I can't walk up and over it, I'm going to go through it.
Listen to Mind Over Mountain every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Anton is on the phone, and Anton is getting ghosted by a woman named Jade, and we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But before we do that, Anton, why don't you break down your date again for us real quick?
Yeah, we went out, we played pool, we were really vibing, and I thought everything was going great. I made one bad shot, really, but it felt great. We hugged afterwards. We said that we'll talk, and then I've tried to reach out a couple of times now, and I'm getting nothing. So just trying to figure out what's going on.
All right. Well, are you ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jade, please?
Hey, this is Jade.
Hey, Jade, how are you? This is a radio show, and it's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jade. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name is Jubal. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Have you ever listened to the show before?
I may have.
If you haven't, I'll just let you know why we're calling. We do a segment on the show, and it's called the First Date Follow-Up. So that's where if you go out on a date with somebody and they end up ghosting you, that person can email us to call you and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Do you know who might email us about you?
I kind of have an idea. This is kind of awkward. I did go on a date recently.
Mm-hmm.
So...
What's his name?
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt his feelings. His name's Anton.
Yeah, and Anton is the person who emailed us. He said he really liked you. We talked to him a little bit about your date, and he was wondering if you wouldn't mind telling us why you're ghosting him.
I really didn't want to hurt his feelings. I really didn't.
So that's why you ghosted him?
There was one big thing that happened that night, I'll be honest with you. But the biggest thing of it all was that he apologized too much.
He apologized too much?
Wait, that's why you're ghosting him?
Yeah. Well, to me, you always hear about females saying, "Oh, I'm sorry about everything." Like, oh, don't be sorry. Like, you say sorry for the sake of saying sorry kind of thing. He did that from the beginning and up until this big event that happened. Like, even when we were ordering drinks at the bar, the bartender comes over. "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you." Like, he's constantly saying sorry.
Okay. Then that bothered you?
You want to date somebody that's going to take a little bit of charge of a situation. I kind of get that.
Yes, exactly. Like, didn't have like masculine trait that I was kind of thinking as well in terms of that. Just even doing well, like in pool, like apologizing. "Oh, sorry. Like, sorry I made that shot."
Okay, so he was just apologizing a ton.
What did you say when he kept saying sorry? Were you just like, okay?
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay. And by the end of the night, I'm like, you can stop saying I'm sorry. Don't worry, it's fine. Like, I'm trying to like soothe him.
Just trying to make him feel better. Was this so he wasn't like just a person who says like, "Hey, sorry about that," really upset about it?
Well, so the place that we went, we played pool. And the big incident I was kind of mentioning was he was making a shot and it ended up hitting another table of people that were enjoying their drinks and chilling. And yeah, so that just turned into like a bigger deal than it had to be. He ended up even like feeling like he had to buy them the whole round of shots, replacing the drink. Like, it's just over the top.
Well, he kind of mentioned that. I thought that was kind of a nice way to recover after you disrupt somebody's thing.
I don't know if I'm being a little cheap here, but I'm like, you don't need to buy them all this stuff. It was an accident. That's why it's called an accident.
Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like he was going to be one like a pushover kind of vibe.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair. You know when you're going to bulldoze somebody. That's just not a good time.
Well, thank you for telling us, Jade. I appreciate it. And now I'll let you know that Anton is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Anton?
Yeah. Wait, what? So I'm polite? That's a bad thing? Look, I'm sorry that I don't understand that if, I'm being polite and being nice to people, and sometimes things happen, and what are you going to do? I'm sorry, but that's the way things are.
Anton, you literally just said sorry again, by the way. Anton, listen, it's not bad. It's just that it's a little bit too much, and I honestly thought you had a tick at first.
He had a what? A tick?
A tick?
Like, it's like a compulsive thing that he had to like say and do, and so it's not bad. It's just I can't do that. Can't be like that.
What do you even mean? I was being polite.
Okay, but what about when the drink got spilled over? You look like you were kind of going to get upset about it. Like, you were not only embarrassed, but you were going to cry.
That's where I was not about to cry. Look, she had an issue, and I was letting her vent her frustration to get it out so she could feel, heard about that, because, the drink I caused that, I spilled her drink, and that's not bad. What am I supposed to do? Just be a and just be like, "Oh yeah, so what? Whatever. I'm playing pool. Yeah, you stay over there." That's not what I'm about. I'm gonna be polite. That's the way I was taught.
Anton, there's a difference between being polite and then being a little bit of a bitch. Like, you're over there feeling I felt like you like worked for the table at one point. Like, you're sitting here trying to wipe up everything. You didn't ruin anyone's outfit. Like, you got to think about the big picture. You were very, very dramatic. It's not even that you're too nice. It's just you're not confident.
I don't even know where. How could you even say that? I would argue I'm very confident. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Is that's a first date, and sometimes you know what, that can be tough. So I don't know anybody who's running on all full cylinders on a I'm sorry, I'm not confident enough for you. I was just being polite in front of everybody.
I mean, even. I'm not sure if you heard me when I was speaking with the host, but even when we ordered drinks, you're apologizing. "Oh, sorry." Like, you're a paying customer. You don't have to apologize for everything.
You can be a paying customer and still have kindness in your heart,
Jade, would you like to go out with Anton again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
I mean, No. What do you think? No.
There was a chance.
Good. That's absolutely. You know what this is? This is like danger avoided. Okay. And you know what, Jade? I think you're gonna be fine. I know you're gonna be absolutely fine. I'm sure you'll find a new date with a little pug nose and a curly tail, and he probably goes oink oink. That's gonna be.
I didn't know where we were going there.
How's this for being nice? Okay, for you, Jade. Here, I got one word for you. Boo. There. That's and you can take that to the bank, and I'm so sorry that I wasn't even mean enough for you. See, we're ridiculous. You don't even know. Well, I don't. Yeah.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but
tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cheryl Strayed, author of Wild and Tiny Beautiful Things. I'm excited to share that I have a new podcast called Mind Over Mountain. In each episode, I interview athletes, adventurers, and adrenaline seekers to discuss the inner landscapes that informed and inspired their extraordinary feats. So we too can better understand how to face our own seemingly insurmountable challenges. Listen to Mind Over Mountain every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you live in LA, you already spend about 89% of your life in a car.
So we turned it into a podcast. On Do You Need a Ride, we pick up our comedian friends, drive around Los Angeles, and discuss what's happening in the world around us.
Cars are very rude to bicyclists, but in this case, it's a bicyclist going out of his way to get in the way of traffic. All you did was roll your window down.
Oh, he almost hit the...
It's like a talk show, but going 30 miles an hour.
New episodes every Monday on the Exactly Right Network.
Listen to Do You Need a Ride on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookeandjubal@moving925.com. We will get a hold of the person that has blown you off and ask them why, and hopefully things will become very awkward.
Well, sometimes it ends well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does.
It does sometimes. We've got Faith on the phone right now. Faith emailed us about a guy named Cole who you met on a dating website, Faith?
Yeah. Have you gone on a lot of dates from that website?
A couple, but this was the first one that I actually enjoyed, where I actually liked the guy,
Have you met a lot of weirdos?
Luckily I haven't had any experiences with that, but I've heard a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Tell us about your date. What'd you guys do?
We met up for happy hour. We decided to do a low-key sort of thing.
Okay.
And I actually felt like he liked me. I liked him. It was going really well.
Any awkward moments at all?
Some of my friends actually came, and some of his friends came. So I think we enjoyed the happy hour a little bit too much.
You drank too much, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From what I remember.
Okay.
From what I remember.
So you got hammered at happy hour.
Maybe I forgot to eat my lunch that day.
Okay.
All right, sure.
Was he drunk?
I mean, we all were having a really good time. I mean, with $5 margaritas, it can easily happen.
Oh, yeah, it can.
Well,
talking about
Faith, how did the date end? How did you get home if you were both drunk?
I got home fine.
Did you share a kiss?
I think so.
Oh, no.
So this is less of a second date update and more of a, hey, can you help me retrace my night?
Oh, no.
Is there any...
I mean, we there was a kiss involved.
All right.
Like, I do recall that. But, like, I haven't heard from him.
Have you tried to get a hold of him?
A little bit, but, like, I don't want to be that girl who's, like, desperate to, you know? It's like, I don't play that way. It's like, if you're interested, you're going to contact me, so I'm not going to be that desperate girl, you know?
Okay. Well, we'll get him on the phone and ask him why he hasn't called you.
Stay sober until then.
Or don't. It could make the phone call more fun. Like, however you want to handle it is fine. But we're going to get him on the phone right after this, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Faith is on the phone. She met a guy named Cole online. Met him at happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
Her friends showed up. His friends showed up. She got wasted.
Yeah.
Right, Faith?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to call Cole, the guy that you went out with right now, see if we can get him on the phone and ask him what happened that night and why he hasn't called you back, basically, because you don't really remember parting ways with him, right?
Yeah, it's buggy.
Okay, you remember that he kissed you and he said that he had a good time. Or slurred it.
Right.
You're not sure which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call him right now. Feel free to jump in on the phone whenever you want to.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Cole, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Cole, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
Hey. Are you familiar with our show and our radio station at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
Well, I'm calling because I wanted to talk to you about a girl named Faith that you went out on a date with.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I know.
You guys had a little bit to drink on your date.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
She had a little bit.
Okay.
More than, well, yeah.
Have you heard the second date updates before, Cole?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess you know now that's what this is. Faith emailed us and asked us to call you. And I suppose, I normally don't do this, but I suppose you already know, since you know how the second date updates work, that Faith is on the phone. Faith?
Yeah, hi.
Why don't you ask him yourself why he didn't call you back?
Okay. So yeah, what's the deal? I haven't heard from you in like a week, and I thought we had a fun time.
You just make this as awkward as possible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's not awkward. It's just like, hey, dude, what's up? We had fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was great fun until you got really drunk and you started doing your little dance moves that you did as a kid.
What does that even mean?
You don't remember that?
I mean, sure, we were dancing, but what do you mean?
What did she do?
Oh my God! Well, she started out slow. She started with a waltz.
What?
The waltz.
So like formal
Yeah.
ballroom dancing.
Drunken.
And then I believe it went into the salsa. And then the tango.
Okay.
And then you're trying to get me to do this with you.
How long did her
And then-
performance last?
Oh my God! Yeah, like I don't even know.
First of all,
Ridiculous.
Faith, real quick, do you remember dancing at all?
I mean, I remember dancing. I didn't know I did the tango and
Okay.
the salsa.
Cole, I'm a little confused. So, were you guys dancing together and she just was a horrible dancer, or she just started doing dance moves and wanting you to do them? I don't get it. Explain to me what happened.
No, she just started doing these dance moves. You told me you did this when you were like 5, and then now you're starting to do, like
Yeah. Cole, that's what I was going to ask you. You said little kid dance moves. So, was she like, oh, I used to dance when I was a kid, and then wanted to show you them or something?
yeah, and it was like, it was really kind of embarrassing actually.
Cole,
Really?
if
Like-
she
Wait, okay, so it was embarrassing for you, so that's the only reason? Like, it's not like there was anything inherently wrong with me. You're just upset that I'm
No, you're a great girl, but like if you get too drunk next time, if there is a next time, like what else is going to come out? Is Mr. Rogers going to show up or Sesame Street? Like,
Cole, if she had been doing the ridiculous dance moves sober? Would it have embarrassed you?
Probably.
I don't see the big deal. I mean,
Me
I
either.
pull out some tap
definitely
moves down the grocery store aisle probably once a week.
You
but
couldn't see how it just makes her kind of like a free spirit?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it
sure,
sounds
I guess.
At the end of the day, it sounds like what Brooke said. You just got annoyed with a drunk girl, or with a drunk person. Like if you're not that drunk around drunk people, it is terrible. And I can tell you that from experience because I've been sober once around drunk people, and that's the last time I'll do it. So
One time.
It also
Yeah.
sounds like he's really concerned about what other people think. Like he was very humiliated
Yeah.
by this performance.
She's in the middle of the dance floor, and everybody's watching her do it.
okay,
I mean, laughing. Nobody wanted a foxtrot with her.
I just can't believe she was taking those kind of dance lessons at 5. How cute is that?
So okay, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Faith is he just didn't like your dance moves.
You know what? Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. He can't handle it.
Okay.
That's right.
He can't handle these dance moves.
You will bring that foxtrot to somebody else's house, all right?
Exactly.
In the second date updates, we always ask if you guys want to go out again. We will pay for you guys to go out on a second date.
You can't laugh or joke, and I don't want to go out with somebody like that. So definitely not.
Okay.
No, I can laugh and joke, but that was atrocious.
Cole, come on. Hey,
I
it's it.
danced since I was 3. My waltz is pretty nice, and I know it.
All right. Well, Cole, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And Faith, you got your answer.
Yes, I did.
You just didn't want to hang out with a drunk dancing girl.
Hey.
I, however, would love to hang out with a drunk dancing girl. Yeah, absolutely.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You know, it's not often on this show that we get to talk to an actual champion.
Oh, cool. Oh, really? Like a winner?
That's right. Somebody who is known not only nationwide, but worldwide.
Whoa. Wow.
An athlete. Somebody who is at the top of their game, and they decided to grace us with their presence today because they want to do a second date update. Her email said that she's a champion.
What is she?
And I'm very honored to speak with her. Her name is Danielle. What's up, Danielle?
Hey, how's it going?
Wow,
Good.
Danielle, you sound important.
It is an honor to speak with you, Danielle.
Wow, well, thank you. I'm blushing.
You're blushing. Danielle, this is such an intro. What do you do? What are you a champion of?
I'm a champion masseuse.
Masseuse?
Like a person who massages?
Yes.
Like a massage therapist.
Yeah, I'm a champion masseuse.
I thought she was an athlete, Jubal.
She is. That's a big athletic endeavor.
What? I don't get it.
She's got strong hands, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
We'll get to how she's a champion masseuse in just a second. But first, let's find out about your date, Danielle. You think that maybe actually the fact that you are a champion might have turned the dude off?
Yeah, I do.
What? Well, what's his name, first of all?
His name is David.
David, and where did you meet David?
We met through a dating app.
Okay, so
Okay.
I assume when he started to go out with you on the dating app, it even says that you do massage therapy.
No, my profile does not say it. I keep that hidden.
Why?
Yeah, but if you're a champion, why aren't you telling the world?
Well, because I don't want to get, like, creeps messaging me through these apps.
That's a good
Oh, that's actually a good point.
I didn't
yeah.
think of it either. That could
You might
be.
want to keep that skill off of the internet, at least for the dating websites.
Yeah.
So I assume it came up on the date at some point, and that's why you think that he got turned off?
It did, yeah. Like, it came up in conversation, and I maybe should have just said I was a massage therapist, but I said more than that. I said the champion masseuse thing, and I just think I messed things up.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, you call yourself? I thought we were just joking about the champion masseuse thing this whole time, and that it was something that Jubal was, like, over-exaggerating, because that's what he does.
No, I'm an actual champion.
Cool.
What? How do you become a champion in massage therapy?
There's actually an international massage championship in Copenhagen, Denmark, and people come from all over the world, and this past year, I won.
See? A massage champion. I wasn't lying to you guys.
God, do you guys need volunteers? I am there. I am ready to be massaged by the world leaders in massage therapy.
Well, that's actually what everybody does, and that's how I got into trouble in the first place, is everybody wants a massage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you give David a massage?
I did not.
Oh. He kept asking, and I declined.
So you think that's why he's not calling you back, because you wouldn't hook him up with a free massage?
Kind of messed up.
Well, that's where it is my fault, because if I had just said massage therapist instead of massage champion, then the situation would have been different. But instead I opened my big mouth and, I messed it up.
Yeah. And now you can't be sure. Like, do people want you for you or just because you can massage with the best of them? I mean, it's a tough life for a celebrity champion like you.
Oh my gosh. I know you guys are laughing about it, but it's actually true. Like, all my friends ask me to give them massages, like, on the regular. This is what happens to me all the time.
Oh, no.
So on the date, when the guy asked for the massage, did you get mad at him for asking for the massage?
No, I didn't get mad the first time. I mean, that's a normal thing, and I kind of expected that to happen. But then he asked the second time, and then when he asked the third time, I was more firm, and I was just like, it's not going to happen.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
I could see how that could be taken as a different kind of signal, because if I'm on a date with someone who is a champion massage therapist, I think, like, if she likes me, maybe we can flirt a little bit about this, and she'd be like, well, maybe one of these days I'll give you a massage, you know?
Lucky.
Instead of like, no, I'm not touching you.
Gross.
I just feel like I screwed up. Maybe I messed it up because he was the first guy I've met in a long time through a dating app that was actually really cool. He's attractive. He had a good personality. Like, I liked his energy. The conversation flowed really well. Yeah. And I think that I screwed it up because of this.
So, I mean, I get that he sounds like a great guy, but he sounds like he wanted something for free, and you still want to go out with him.
Well, I understand that because I said this, big deal about me being a champion, and I couldn't stop talking about the massage championship and how, they judge you on 5 categories like technique and flow and innovation, and there are people doing different styles and my special style.
Okay, see, right there, I'm already turned on. So I could see how he'd be on your date, like how that'd be frustrating for him. How long has it been since you talked to him?
It's been over a week now.
Okay, and then at the end of your date, did you guys hug or kiss or anything? Was there any touching? That's what I want to know.
We did kiss.
You did kiss?
Yeah, we kissed. So just our lips were touching, though. Like, we didn't, hold each other because I didn't want to. Again, I just said no. I didn't want to, cross that line.
I think it's really okay awkward to give the dude a hug if you're kissing him.
See, I did screw it up.
Well, we don't know for sure, so we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I've done second date update segments where I've started off with a on-air makeout session with our listening audience.
Yeah, that's true.
But I've never given an over-the-air massage before, and I think I should do that right now in honor of today's second date update. So if you're driving right now, I want you to close your eyes.
Okay, this is already going badly.
Don't close your eyes if you're driving.
Hi, my name is Spirit, and I'll be your massage therapist today. Are there any troubled areas that you'd like me to focus on?
The incense in your room is amazing right now.
Your glutes? They are rather tight. Okay, I'm going to need to get some extra lube to take care of your glutes.
They do not use lube, sir.
Oh.
It's called lotion.
Okay, well, then I need to have a talk with my massage therapist then, because I think that dude might be up to something nefarious. But let's talk to Danielle, who's on the phone right now for a second date update. She is a massage therapist. She's actually a champion massage therapist. She actually won a competition that they do in Denmark every year. I guess they have a massage championship. And she was on her date with a dude named David, and she feels like she talked about that a little too much. And David asked for a massage because he found out she was a champion, and she finally told him no, and she feels like maybe she was a little too blunt about it, and that's why he's not calling her back. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out if that is the reason. Danielle, you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
Well, I'll dial his phone number right now, and we'll find out if your hands can wander his body someday.
Just call him, please.
Okay.
I think she's done with us.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to David, please?
This is him.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who's that?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, there's no Jubal here. I think you have the wrong number.
No, I am Jubal, and I'm calling you David.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but
We're calling you today because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
okay, that's a little weird.
Do you want to know who?
Yeah.
Do you want to know who? Do you want to know who?
He said yes, Jubal.
Because I know who.
Yes, I do.
Okay, her name is Danielle, and you actually went out with her on a date.
Oh, I know her. Oh. But why would she email you?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you've apparently stopped talking to Danielle since your date, and she's wondering why.
Okay. A little awkward, I guess.
I don't get it, though. Why was it awkward?
I guess I got a little weird vibes from her.
You got weird vibes from her?
Yeah, some red flags came up.
What kind of red flags?
Well, she said that she was a masseuse, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Normally, that's not a red flag for most people. Well, most people are like, okay, cool, that's your job.
More likely, that's like a benefit. I would date a masseuse in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Checkered flag.
I kind of took it as like maybe a euphemism for something else.
What?
You know?
No.
So,
Wait, I don't know. Could you explain?
well, she was like talking about her job, and she was talking about really weird competition that she was a part of. This massage competition.
Yeah, you're talking about the massage championship that I guess they have in Denmark.
Oh, yeah. You know about that?
Not until we talked to her. So we talked to her a little bit about your date, and she told us that information. That's the first time I've heard it. I had no idea they had a championship for massage.
Yeah, you believe that?
What do you mean, do we believe it?
Of course you believe it.
I mean, yeah.
Massage championship? That doesn't sound like fake to you?
There's all sorts of weird things in this world. I mean, for God's sakes, there's like an air guitar championship.
But he does have a point.
Yeah, it's odd, but it doesn't mean that it's not real.
How would you even judge that? It's just the same guy getting massaged over and over again?
I didn't even think about that.
Are you telling me you think she's a liar?
I mean, I didn't know if she was lying or not. It was just, that was like the start of the whole red flag segment of the date, and it just got worse from there.
Oh, what?
So there was more stuff you didn't believe that she told you?
Well, it's not so much that. It's like I asked her a couple times if I could get a massage, and she said that she's a massage champion, so it's going to be $200 for a half hour.
Whoa!
Wow.
Dang, that really
That's
pays
expensive.
off, man.
Yeah, I mean, something probably comes with that, is what I was thinking.
What?
What do you mean? Like
What?
sexual?
You think that there's a happy ending at the end? Is that what you're insinuating?
Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. That's prostitute talk right there.
So hold on.
Is it?
Oh my
You
God.
think you went online and went on a date with a prostitute?
What am I supposed to think? What would you have thought? There's a person across the table from me offering me $200 for a half an hour. That sounds like a hooker.
Whoa, I have something to say here.
Oh.
Weird. I can't imagine that you'd have anything to say, Danielle.
What is going on here?
Oh, that's Danielle. She's actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
I am not a prostitute.
I can't believe that's even an argument right now.
I don't understand how you could think that I was a prostitute.
Well, you're touching me and you're charging me per hour.
I'm a massage therapist, and that is my fee because I'm good at what I do.
Okay, I mean, you're also wearing hoop earrings, so...
What?
What is that?
What is hoop earrings
One of the
have to do with being
telltale
a
signs.
prostitute?
You didn't tell
now
us.
I get it.
You didn't tell us that, Danielle.
Hoop earrings? Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously, what the hell are you even talking about, David?
Yeah, you know, hoop earrings. Like, every movie you see, every prostitute has hoop earrings. It's the preferred earring of prostitutes.
The preferred earring?
So wait, they also wear high heels and, I don't know,
Red lipstick.
skirts or hair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know, 1 out of 3.
What?
David, you're being so ridiculous right now. I mean, like, you want to look up my credentials? Go Google it. This is a real job. I'm a real person.
There's a lot of escorts out there that have websites, so, you know, I've seen them.
David, why are you so hung up on this? I mean, do you really think a prostitute would get in touch with a radio station to call you to go out on a second date?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a good point. But, you know, there's a girl with hoop earrings who's charging me $200 for a massage. I mean, that's just what I'm going to think in the moment.
Okay, David, I'm offended by this.
Okay, sorry.
That's it?
All right, just sorry.
Will you apologize?
I accused you of being a prostitute, but
David, I know that you probably still think that Danielle might be a prostitute, but would you like to go out with her on a second date? We will pay for it.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would actually.
Real? Oh,
Okay. So you've changed your mind.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I was jumping to conclusions. I guess there's a part of me that thinks that maybe she's not a prostitute.
Oh, wow. David, you really need to slow down on the sweet talk that you're doling out there, okay?
Well, there you go, Danielle.
Yeah, Danielle.
A little bit of David thinks that you might not be a prostitute. Would you want to go out with him again?
I bet you're swooning.
Wow, I'm so appreciative.
So that's a yes, Danielle?
I mean, to be honest, I enjoyed everything else about our date. And so if he's genuinely reconsidering his assumptions, then why the heck not?
Really?
Well, yeah, he's the type of guy that I look for. And, we had a very great conversation. Otherwise, I was very attracted to him. So I look forward to proving to him that I am a massage therapist and not a hooker.
Okay.
I always look for the opposite in my massage therapist.
Gross.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text in at 78592 that says, I think my doctor is a prostitute. Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Danielle wanted to call this dude named David. Danielle is a massage therapist, a world champion massage therapist. I didn't even know they had championships for that, but apparently they do. And anyway, they went out on the date. They were talking. And because she's so good at her job, she charges like $200 an hour to give people massages.
Mm-hmm.
And well, David, he thought that meant that she's a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to call her back. Also, she was wearing hoop earrings, which apparently is the preferred earring of prostitutes.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know that.
I feel like he's propositioning a lot of women out there that aren't prostitutes. Just if he's going to buy hoop earrings alone.
Yeah, he's like, there
Definitely.
are so many escorts in this
God,
world.
all these ladies are prostitutes these days.
They're everywhere.
Even at church, everywhere.
Yeah, look at her. She's in accounting.
So he was convinced that because she charges so much per hour, she must be a prostitute, and he didn't want to call her back. We got her on the phone. They talked a little bit, and then he was like, well, I guess I could go out with you again because there's part of me that thinks that you might not be a prostitute. Not fully believing yet.
I can't believe that she actually agreed to go out with him again.
I know.
No, that's the most shocking part of this whole thing to me.
Yeah.
Where are our standards at right now, ladies?
She said she just wanted to prove to him that she was not a prostitute and go out with him again.
Oh, man, the dating pool is hard right now, isn't it?
Well, he definitely guaranteed himself that he's not getting any on that date.
Right?
For a long time.
Ever.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Although, you already know if you're around somebody who has hoop earrings and has a job that charges $200 an hour, you know what you're dealing with now since this educational experience, and no need to call us. But if you send us an email and you want us to call the person who didn't call you back, we will do that for you. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.